Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today we are looking at Representative Hank Johnson. He is the representative for the 4th District of Georgia, which is just east and northeast of Atlanta itself, so it's on the outskirts, but it travels down the I 20 covering Covington. Now, he is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Cynthia McKinney. Now, let's take a look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Washington, D.C. on October the 2nd, 1954. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Clark College, now Clark Atlanta University, in Atlanta, Georgia in 1976. Earned a JD from the Thurgood Marshall School of Law in Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas in 1979. Has been a private practice lawyer, member of the DeKalb County, Georgia Board of Commissioners from 2001 to 2006, an associate judge for DeKalb County, Georgia in the Magistrate Court 1989 to 2001 before being elected as a Democrat to the 110th and 8 following Congresses. So he's in term 9. Now let's look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on the Judiciary, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Courts, Intellectual Property, and the Internet, the Subcommittee on the Administrative State, Regulatory Reform, and Antitrust, and the Subcommittee on the Constitution and Limited Government. He's on the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Aviation, the Subcommittee on Highways and Transit, and the Subcommittee on Railroads, Pipelines, and Hazardous Materials. Now let's look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, we have lawyers and law firms. Altogether, they have donated $388,811. Next is industrial unions, who altogether have donated $292,571. Next is public sector unions, who altogether have donated $279,513 unions. Next is building trade unions, who altogether have donated $259,050. And at number 5 is transportation unions, who altogether have donated $247,500. Now let's look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And they are a labor union that represents approximately 820,000 workers and retirees in the electrical industry in the United States, Canada, Guam, Panama, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Altogether, it has donated $95,571. And once again, that's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Next, at number 2, we have the American Association for Justice. And it is a nonprofit advocacy and lobbying organization for plaintiffs' lawyers in the United States. Altogether, it has donated $90,000. And once again, that's the American Association for Justice. Next, at number 3, is AFLAC. And they are an American insurance company and the largest provider of supplemental insurance in the United States. Altogether, it has donated $80,000, and once again, that's Aflac. Next, at number 4, we have Machinist Aerospace Workers Union, and they are commonly known as CUNA and a national trade association for both state and federally chartered credit unions located in the United States. Altogether, it has donated sorry. 4 is the Machinist Aerospace Workers Union, which is the International Association of Machinist and Aerospace Workers, an AFL-CIO CLC trade union representing approximately 646,933 workers as of 2006 in more than 200 industries, with most of its membership in the U.S. and Canada. Altogether, it has donated $75,000. And number 5 is the Credit Union National Association, commonly known as CUNA, and it is a national trade association for both state and federally chartered credit unions located in the United States. Altogether, it has donated $73,500. And once again, that's the Credit Union National Association. Looking at its donors, 2 through 5, wonderful. I love backing unions. Number 1, but he was a lawyer, so I can understand. Individually, again, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Machinist Aerospace Workers Union, Credit Union National Association, all great. Even the American Association for Justice is good. Aflac, but this has been a look at Representative Hank Johnson, who represents the 4th District of Georgia. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting links and my sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.